You ever have those days, those weeks, those months where you just feel just completely unmotivated? It's kind of a dredge sometimes when you're coming to work. And then you wonder, where's my motivation? What happened to it? What do I need to do? I think it's important to recognize that there's two kinds of motivation that we deal with. First is what's called the carrot and stick mentality, the idea of a reward and punishment system. If you do this, then this will happen. Unfortunately, studies have shown that that can be very ineffective for us. Give you an example. People can lose sight of being motivated once they've achieved their goals. If you're a salesperson and you reach your goal by October, maybe by November or December, you're like, I already got my bonus, it doesn't really matter. So we have to consider, how can we incorporate new motivational techniques into our workplace? Daniel Pink, who wrote the book Drive, identifies that we're in a new idea of motivation. He calls it Motivation 3.0. And this revolves around the idea that humans have a drive. We want to learn, we want to create, and we want to make the world a better place. And when we talk about the world, we're not talking about just like the globe, we're talking about our office, our company, our community. How can we do this? And he suggests that we have to engage the people that we work with in order to become more engaged. We have to recognize that everybody has something to give, and we need to utilize that to reach out, to try to pull in their knowledge and their perspectives to make our organizations more effective. By doing that, people can create buy-in. And once you've bought into the company, you have this firm grasp of, hey, I now am part of something bigger. And it becomes really difficult to become unmotivated when you have that so much of that personal investment in the organization. Some of the ways you can do this, like I said, engage with your employees, get engaged. You can find ways to connect with them, not just on a professional level, but get to know them. Now, I'm not saying you have to know their deep, dark secrets, because that's creepy. But I will say, get to know them. Do you have kids? How can you have that friendly conversation with them? Build those relationships. This all happens through having open communication. Understanding that if you're a supervisor, you have an open door policy where people can come and give you ideas, and those ideas are welcomed. The other idea is recognizing your employees. Some statistics say that 70% of employee recognition costs nothing. It can be as simple as a thank you for your hard work. Finally, we have to challenge our employees. We have to look to them as resources and say, okay, I have this problem. Can you come up with a solution? Because once again, they will buy into it. And it's much harder for an employee to leave an organization where they feel like they've invested their time and their energy. I once did a training for a company where at the end of the training, the employer said, I recognize people are going to come and go. However, I also recognize that it's my job to make it hard. And one of the ways he did that was by creating buy-in and people recognizing that they were part of something bigger and that they played a bigger role in making that company successful.
For more information about this topic or other training needs, please call the Village Business Institute Client Services Associate at 1-800-627-8220. Again, that's 1-800-627-8220.